Can Pyth Network still hit 30 cents in the near-term future? We're going to be taking a look into what has been happening with this coin after the breakout I have mentioned, okay? So this is the weekly time frame for Pyth Network, and I talked about this breakout before it happened, okay? This is a falling wedge pattern here. Falling wedges are patterns you should definitely be paying attention to because they are bullish patterns and has a higher chance of breaking to the upside. On this weekly time frame, it did about a couple of weeks ago, and the price target for this pattern here, for this breakout here, is about 30 cents. So could Pyth Network get there? Now, price targets are estimates only. There could be more, there could be less. Okay, nothing in this market is 100%, right? It depends a lot on Bitcoin. If Bitcoin has more room to run, which I think it has a very good chance that it does, right? Then it's going to be very good for these altcoins. I am long on Bitcoin. I am long on quite a bit of the altcoins here. So my opinions on this market is bullish. But like the entirety of this video, these are just my opinions and not financial advice. You got to form your own opinions. Now, I did do a more detailed video about Bitcoin earlier today. I will link you guys at the end of this video. I never trade altcoins without a clear understanding of Bitcoin because that could really wreck your trades. Now, for Pyth Network here, since the breakout, it has went up as far as about, I think, as far as I can read it, it's about 25 cents. Okay, so got pretty close. If you guys actually took profits at, near those levels, that's pretty good. Okay, before it came all the way back down and possibly going to be retesting some of these support levels it broke above on. Okay, so let's take a look into a smaller time frame here and see what Pyth Network could be dealing with. So I talked about a couple of patterns here that looks like it could be invalidated because their targets have been met, and some more. So let's come over here and clear away some of these trend lines here. Okay, I talked about a falling wedge pattern here, a smaller one on this daily time frame, probably on a smaller time frame that's more clear. But it basically went up to about 17 cents. That was the price target before. Right now it is taking a dip. Okay, what could Pyth Network be doing here? So let's zoom in a little bit. 4-hour time frame. This is how I get a better idea on if the price action is going to be continuing upwards or will it be, taking a pullback and reversing. Okay, this is the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour time frame, there is a rising wedge. Rising wedges are definitely patterns you should be paying attention to as well because that tells you that the price action is likely to be breaking down. And how I would use the rising wedge pattern is I would probably like to exit the position, depending on my strategy, of course. If I want to exit on the shorter term time frame, right? Or potentially looking to buy a dip from this breakdown here, right? So that is just what I do personally, right? You guys got to form your own strategies. And what I'm seeing here is a rising wedge with the breakdown target of about 16 cents. Basically, Pyth Network has already broken through that 16 cents. So where are some likely supports for Pyth Network now, since that breakdown target has already been met? So right now it is going to be on the 12-hour 50 SMA, right? If this moving average does not hold, which is currently at about 16 cents, then the next key support I'll be looking at will be the 3-day 21 SMA, okay, which is currently at about almost 14 cents. Okay, that's the blue line here, 3-day 21 SMA. So that is going to be the next level of support that's probably going to give it a bounce, right? That's basically what I'm looking at for Pyth Network. So this is if you guys want to continue seeing any more of Pyth Network or any other coins in this market, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll pick a request to do for you guys on a daily basis. And this wraps it up for this video. I'll see you on the next one.